Season 6 at the WCG began in spectacular fashion. After winning the toss and batting, the Green Machine found themselves in early trouble in the morning session, and they would never wrestle back control. Brenners 11 running straight through the Green Machine to bowl them out for 45 in the morning session, entering the lunch break in complete control. The Blues skipper would come out after the lunch break and sought to eat into this total single-handedly. Scott would go on to yet another half century at the WCG to have his side in a very dominant position at the tea break. And although Scott's wicket would trigger a final session collapse for the men in blue, they would finish the day in complete control of the test match as we look ahead to a massive day 2. Hello everyone and welcome to the WCG for day 2 of the first test match of the Harley Cranes Test Series between Brenners 11 and Mats 11. As mentioned in the build-up, it is the men in blue who hold all the aces as we move into a pivotal second day of the test match. Brenners 11 finishing the day at 7 for 128, an overall lead of 83 runs after rolling the Green Machine for 45 in the opening session on day 1. And it will be the men in green who will look to wrap the Brenners 11 innings up this morning and will look to bat themselves back into the contest. So it will be Josh bowling who will resume 2 not out for the men in blue after he was able to negotiate his way to the end of play last night. Can he add to his total and push this Blues lead over the 100 mark? It'll be Nathan Hancock who will bowl the first over of the second day's play. Here's in now 2 bowling, and he begins with an absolute beauty to begin the day's play. That is a typically beautiful outswinging delivery. Oh, that's a cracker. Hancock to continue 2 bowling in the opening over of day 2. He's in now, and this one's a full delivery, and I think this one, there's a few hands on heads here from the Mats 11 fieldsman. I think this has slid down the leg side, and that must have been close to the leg stump judging by their reaction, but bowling survives. Here's Hancock, will continue to him now over the wicket. In now, and it's another plain miss here from bowling as he's beaten outside the off stump for the second time this morning. So it's a brilliant start to the morning here from Nathan Hancock, who's really become one of the lead bowlers here at the WCG in recent times. Here's a continue again now 2 bowling. This one strikes bowling on the body and nearly rolls back onto his stumps. Well, that's another close call for bowling this morning. He's unlucky here, the youngster, as it just evades that off stump. It'll be Matt White to bowl the 32nd over of the innings. Here's in now 2 bowling. That one's a full delivery. It's caught the edge, has it? Oh, it might be off the toe of the bat. I think this must be a bump ball judging on the Mats 11's reaction. Oh, I'm not so sure. Another close call for bowling this morning. As White will continue to him again. He goes right through him. So this is a nervous start to the morning session here for bowling. And the Green Machine are on with the pill this morning. White to continue to bowling in the 32nd over. As he's in now, and it's a full delivery, and it's another one that beats bowling. Well, this will be no doubt frustrating the men in green, who are desperate to pick up these final 3 Brenners 11 wickets this morning. But bowling is scratching around and is still there. He's yet to add to his overnight total and to the Brenners 11 total as a whole. Here is White will continue to bowling in the 32nd over. Here is in now, and it's another full delivery which beats bowling outside the off stump. So it's deja vu here to begin the second morning of the test match. Frustration must be mounting for White. There's been no addition to the overnight Brenners 11 lead as of yet. Here's White, is in for the final ball of his over. In now, and it's a full delivery, and he beats bowling once again to end with. Alex step in to bowl the 33rd over of the innings. As in now 2 bowling, he begins with a short wide delivery, and bowling lets this go outside the off stump. So that's a bit more of an assured bit of cricket there from bowling, who is yet to add to his overnight score. A step in will bowl again now 2 bowling, and it's an identical delivery, and it's an identical leave there from bowling. So it's been a bit of a tentative start to the morning here from the men in blue. A step in will continue 2 bowling in the 33rd over. As in now, and bowling gets a good bit of this as he hits it back down the ground, but it's fielded by his close mate Harry Dean there at mid-on. His step in will continue 2 bowling around the wicket. He's in now, this one's another full delivery, and he gets a thick outside edge, and it's gone for 6. Well, the luck continues to go with the men in blue this morning as they get their first runs of the day. It'll be Harry Dean to bowl the 34th over of the innings. He's in now 2 bowling, and that one's a full delivery, and this one strikes bowling on the boot and is onto the fence for no run. Harry Dean, the debutant, bowling well yesterday without much luck. he'll continue around the wicket to his good mate Bowling. He's in now and he serves up a half volley, and that's a friendly delivery if ever I've seen one. It's a beautiful stroke here from Bowling, who has crunched this to the boundary as he moves to 12. Brenner's 11, 7 for 138. As Dean will continue around the wicket here to Bowling, and it's a back of a length delivery. And Bowling is solid in defence to Ryan Schaefer there on the offside for no run. So Bowling just starting to find his feet here in this morning session. As Dean will continue to him now around the wicket, and this one's a quick delivery which strikes Bowling in the midriff. And his stoic resistance continues. So Brenner's 11 pushing up towards that 100-run lead. Currently stands at 93. As Dean is in once again to Bowling, and there's a big appeal here, and he's been given. I think he's got an inside edge down the leg side. And Match 11 finally get the breakthrough this morning. Yeah, it's a thick inside edge there from Bowling, who has to go for a hard-fought 12. Brenner's 11, 8 for 138 in the 34th over. As that wicket now brings Rabi Basher to the crease at number 9. Was the opposition last year to the men in blue. Now finds himself back at his traditional home. So he'll have one delivery to contend with here from Harry Dean, who has just picked up his second wicket. He's in now to Rabi Basher, and that one's a full delivery, and Basher just about keeps it out. It'll be Ryan Schaefer the bowl now to Rabi Basher. He's in now and it's a full toss, and Basher can't beat Kasachit there at mid-on. Schaefer looking to pick up his first wicket of the test match. Has also bowled without luck. He's to continue again now to Basher, and this one's another full delivery, and this time Basher can't beat Daniel Arnold there at mid-off for no run. Schaefer, who's beginning to crank it up, will continue to Basher over the wicket. He's in now, and this one's another quick delivery, another full delivery, but this one slides down the leg side. So the Brennan's 11 lead currently stands at 93. They are in a fantastic position in this morning session. Schaefer is in once again to Basher, and this one's another quick full delivery, but Basher is good enough to keep it out once again. So there's clearly no rush here for Brennan's 11 on the opening morning of the second day's play. As Schaefer goes around the wicket for the final ball of the over, and this one has gone all the way for 6, I think. It has! And it's actually come off Rabi Basher's leg, so it's 6 leg buys. He might signal for 4, but he gets 2 more. 8 for 144. It'll be Jake Kasachit to bowl the 37th over of the innings. He's to come in now around the wicket to Basher, and he begins with a full delivery outside the off stump, and Basher just pushes that on the offside for no run. So the lead now currently stands at 99 runs. So the men in blue have nearly met their first goal of the morning session. Push that lead above the 100 mark. As Kasachit will continue around the wicket to Basher, and this one's a short delivery, it's popped up, and he's gone! Michael Johnson takes a simple catch there at short cover, and that's the 9th wicket to 4 for Brennan's 11. Basher goes for a duck. The men in blue 9 for 144. So it'll be Todd Lavin to walk to the crease, the final man in for Brennan's 11. His first test match at the WCG in some 2 years. Can he push the Brennan's 11 lead, which currently stands at 99, above that 100 mark? So it'll be Jake Kasachit to bowl around the wicket to Todd Lavin for his first delivery. Here he's in now, and it's a full toss, and it's a solid defence there from Lavin. Well, I think the men in green will be reasonably happy if they can wrap this up with the lead under 100. It looks like the men in blue will probably get a decent crack at him before the lunch break. Here's Kasachit will continue again now to Lavin, and this one strikes him on the body onto the fence for no run. So despite a spirited fight back with the ball for the men in green, it is the men in blue who are in complete control of the test match. As Kasachit is in for the final ball of the 37th over. Is in now, this one's a good length delivery. It's another solid defence there from Todd. It'll be Daniel Arnold to bowl the 38th over of the innings. He's in now around the wicket to Lavin, and this one's a back of a length delivery which swings away from Lavin as he lets it go outside the off stump. So Match 11 desperate to wrap this innings up and keep this lead under the 100 mark. Here it looks like they will have a decent stint with the bat before the lunch break on a pitch that is flattening out. As Arnold is in once again to Todd, and he evades Michael Johnson there at cover, and it runs to the boundary. Todd's first runs of the test match, and it lifts the lead above the 100 mark. It'll be Mark Pasfield to bowl the 39th over of the innings. As he's in now to Lavin, it's a wild swing outside the off stump, and he doesn't connect. So the Brennan's 11 lead currently stands at 105, 9 for 150 in the 39th over. As Pasfield will continue over the wicket, and Lavin gets a top edge, and as it's gone over the fence, no it hasn't! It's hit the net, and it's a maximum for Todd Lavin. He moves along to 10, Brennan's 11 9 for 156. The lead 111 runs. This Pasterfield will continue to 11 in the 39th over, and he gets another good piece of this, but he hits it straight to Mark Pasterfield, who takes a smart catch of his own bowling. The innings is over for the men in blue. Todd Lovin, the last man to go for 10, and the Green Machine have wrapped this up this morning. So Brenner's 11 have been bowled out on the opening morning of day 2 for 156, a lead of 111 runs, and they are in a fantastic position in this first test. The skipper top scoring once again with a well-made 66, with 5 other Brenner's 11 batsmen managing to reach double figures. It was a valiant effort with the ball for the men in green. The pick of the bowlers was the debutant Harry Dean, who impressed on test match debut. 4 overs, 2 maidens, 2 for 8 in a fantastic display of fast bowling, and he was ably supported by Hamid Al-Bashir and Mark Pasterfield, who picked up 2 wickets of their own. So as we take a look at where the match stands as we enter the second innings of the test match, it is the men in blue holding all the aces as we head into a pivotal session of play. They take a 111 lead into this second innings, and if the men in green are going to get back in this test match, they're going to have to bat a world better than what they did in the first innings, as their quest begins with a tricky 45-minute period before lunch. So it will be the debutant Harry Dean who will open up the second innings once again here for Matt's 11. Was dismissed for the number on his back in the opening session of the test match. Can he get the men in green off to a great start? So it'll be Rabi Al-Bashir the first over of the innings once again, as he's in around the wicket to Harry Dean. Here's in now, and this is a good length delivery, but he starts similar to what he did on the opening morning's play, as this one slides down the leg side first up. So Brenner's 11 in a dominant position as we enter the second innings of the match, as Al-Bashir will continue to Dean around the wicket in the opening over of the innings. Here he's in now, and this one's a high full toss. It's played on the leg side, and I think he's clipped this away for a boundary. Yeah, he has. So it's a positive start to the innings here for Harry Dean once again, who once again is off the mark with a boundary. Al-Bashir to continue to Dean in the opening over. It's in now, this one's a full delivery outside off stump, and Dean hammers this through the covers for his second boundary of the over. This is a brilliant start to the second innings from Dean, who races to 8. Al-Bashir to continue to Dean in the opening over. Here he's in now, this one's a good length delivery, and this one strikes Dean on the body, and it's fielded by bowling there for no run. So it's another positive start to his innings here from Dean. Can this be the catalyst for the Green Machine to get back into the contest? We've seen what he can do with the bat in the past. Here's Al-Bashir will continue to him now around the wicket. In now, this one slides down the leg side. There's an appeal here from the Brenner's 11 fieldsman, but it's been given not out by the umpire. Here's we take a look at the replay. Nah, it's just clipped his leg. It'll be Justin Brooke to bowl the second over of the innings, as he too will go around the wicket here to Dean, and it's a good delivery, and Dean defends on the leg side for no run. Brooke was one of the standout bowlers for Brenner's 11 in that first innings. Bowled without luck and only picked up the 1 wicket, but could so easily have had more. Here's to continue to Dean around the wicket. He's in now, and that one's another good delivery, a full delivery, which Dean is good enough to keep out. So can Dean withstand the early Brenner's 11 onslaught here in this innings and get his side off to the start they need? As Brooke will continue again now to Dean, and this one's a good delivery outside the off stump, and Dean leaves it alone. Matt's 11 no wicket for 8 in this second innings, so they still trail by 103 runs. Justin Brooke will continue around the wicket to Dean in the second over. This one's a back of a leg delivery, and Dean tucks this off his hip and will move through for a single. Good cricket there from the debutant. Yeah, good quick delivery from Dean, and that's a smart single. Brooke to continue to Dean in the second over. Here he's in now, and that one's a good length delivery, left again outside the off stump there from Dean. Looked like he rolled the fingers over that, did Brooke. Yeah, this is a good battle here between these two, as Brooke will come in for the final ball of the second over. Here he's in now, and this one slides down the leg side to end a good over. It'll be Josh bowling to bowl around the wicket for the third over of the innings. As he's in now to Dean, and this one's outside the off stump, and he's got an edge. He's just poked at it there, Harry Dean, and that's the first wicket of the innings. The debutant has got himself out again after getting a start. He goes for 9. Matt's 11 1 for 9. So not the start the Green Machine wanted to their second innings, as that now brings Matt White to the crease here at number 2. Has promoted himself up the order for this second innings. A brave move here from the skipper. So it'll be Josh bowling to continue around the wicket to Matt White for his first delivery. Here he's in now, and that's a good length delivery outside the off stump. and it spins away from White and he lets it go. So a good delivery there from Bolling and a good decision there from White. Bolling to continue to White in the third over. Here he's in now, and this one's a bit of a shorter delivery, and it's hit on the offside, and it beats the Brenner's 11 skipper there at short cover, and runs away to the boundary for White's first runs of the innings. He's off the mark in confident fashion, 1 for 13. Bolling in around the wicket for the final ball of his over. Here he's in now, that one's a good leg delivery, and this one goes on with the arm, and narrowly slides down the leg side. It's a good finish to the over there from Bolling. To be fair, White had it covered. It'll be Henry Perenara to bowl to White for the fourth over of the innings. As in now, this one's a good leg delivery, and has this caught a part of White's bat? There's a massive appeal, and he's been given! White has been given, and he is clearly not happy with the decision. White is pointing to his arm, but he has to go. As we take a look at the replay. Oh, that's tight. He might have a case, you know, White, but unluckily he's been given out. So Matt's 11 in early trouble once again in this second innings, as that wicket will bring Ryan Schaefer to the crease. Was dismissed for a first ball duck in the first innings, so he's on a king pair. So it's Perenara who's just picked up his fourth wicket of the test match into Schaefer for his first delivery, and it's a good delivery outside the off stump, and Schaefer tentatively lets it go. So Matt's 11 2 for 13 in the fourth over, still trailing by 98 runs. Perenara will continue to him now over the wicket. In now, this one's a good length delivery, and Schaefer gets an inside edge onto the fence, but he can't move through for a single. Well, I'll tell you what, if Matt's 11 aren't careful here, they'll be beaten by an innings. Yeah, they've got plenty of work to do in this test match. Perenara bowl again now to Schaefer, and there's a massive appeal. Is he gone? Oh, the umpire has given him not out. Well, Brennan's 11 are incensed with the decision. We have a look, yeah, there's a clear inside edge here. Here, the question is, has it carried? As we have a look, oh, it might have hit the ground first, you know. Perenara to continue to Schaefer in the fourth over. Here he's in now, and this one's a good length delivery, and Schaefer is in behind it and defends well. Well, this has been a fantastic debut with the ball for Perenara. 4 wickets in the test match so far. He'll come into Schaefer for the final ball of the over, and this one strikes him on the body to end a successful over. It'll be Brendan Scott to bowl to Schaefer for the 5th over of the innings. He's in now over the wicket. It's a full delivery. No, Schaefer's hit this over the fence. It's the 3rd wicket down. Disaster for Matt's 11. Ryan Schaefer goes for a pair in the test match, and that's a reckless stroke. Matt's 11 in disarray on the second morning of the test match, as they were the first, as Michael Johnson walks to the crease at number 4. And boy, do the men in green need him to stand up here big time. So it'll be Brendan Scott, who has just picked up his 4th wicket of the test match, into Johnson for his first delivery, and it's a good delivery outside the off stump, and Johnson is forward and defends well. Well, with all the hype surrounding this test match, this has been a very one-sided affair to date. Here is Scott will come into Johnson once again. This one's a shorter delivery, and Johnson ducks underneath it. So Brendan's 11 are all over the men in green here again. It'll be George Paneras to bowl the 6th over of the innings. As in now to Johnson, he begins with a wide delivery outside the off stump, and has been given such there by the umpire. So Matt's 11 3 for 14 in their second innings, still trailing by 97 runs. So they are in a perilous position as we approach lunch on the second day. Here's Paneras will continue again to Johnson. This one's a full toss, and Johnson hammers this through the covers for his first runs of the innings. Gift there from Paneras is put away. Paneras to continue to Johnson in the 6th over of the innings. As in now, this one's a short delivery, but Johnson is under it well. It looks like Paneras is struggling a bit here. He's just clutched once again at that hammy, so it might explain the lacklustre start to this over. But he'll continue to Johnson here in the 6th over. Here's he'll come in once again around the wicket. He's in now, this one's a back of a length delivery. That one looked like it had a bit more juice on it, and Johnson lets it go through to the keeper. So this looks like a more asserted effort here with the bat for Johnson in this second innings, as opposed to the first. Dismissed for a 2nd ball duck in the first innings. He with his side in massive trouble in this second innings. They need him to stand up big time. There's about 15 minutes remaining to the lunch break here on day 2. So that would be his first objective. Here is Paneras will continue again now to Johnson, and this one hits him on the body, and is fielded there by Gavin Merrifield for no run. So we've talked plenty about Johnson's ability with the bat, but his inability to convert that to scores down the years. Can today be his day and get his side back into the test match? So Paneros is in around the wicket for the final ball of the over. Who's in now, and this one's outside the off stump. Johnson leaves it alone. It'll be Todd Lavin to bowl the 7th over of the innings. Here's in now to Johnson. This one's a short delivery, and Johnson pulls this away on the leg side for his 2nd boundary of the innings. It looks like it just lobs over Merrifield here, who collapses under it. Johnson has moved along to 8. Lavin will continue to him now in the 7th over, and it's a brilliant cover drive, and it's been brilliantly stopped there by Henry Perenara there at mid-off, who's dived away to his left to save a certain boundary. Here's Lavin will continue in the 7th over. He's in now, and this one's a short delivery which sits up for Johnson, and he hammers this over the rope for 6. Lavin serves up a gift for Johnson. He gleefully accepts. It'll be Gavin Merrifield to bowl the 8th over of the innings. Here he's in now to Johnson. This one's a back of a length delivery, and Johnson just noodles this on the offside onto the fence and will move through for a single. So this is good cricket here from Johnson. He's moved along to 15 and is looking comfortable at the crease. With his side in trouble in this 2nd innings at 3 for 29. They'll need him to go on with it here. Here's Merrifield will continue again to Johnson. This one's another back of a length delivery, and Johnson pushes this on the offside, and it's fielded by Scott there for no run. So about 7 minutes for Johnson to survive till the lunch break. Here's Merrifield will continue again in the 8th over. He's in now, this one leaps up at him, and it catches a glove, and I think this must have fallen just short of the auto wiki. As we have a look here, yeah, it's comfortably short. Merrifield in for the final ball of the 8th over. Here's in now to Johnson, it's a full delivery, and this must have narrowly missed the off stump. Gavin Merrifield cannot believe this is not bowled Johnson. It's a brilliant delivery from Merrifield. Oh, how's it missed? So it'll be Daniel Hancock to bowl the final over of the session. Here's in now to Johnson. He begins with a good length delivery, and this one strikes Johnson on the body, and he'll move through for a leg bye. So this has been a good fight back here from Johnson after he walked in with his side in massive trouble at 3 for 13. He has very nearly got his side through to the lunch break. Match 11, 3 for 30, still trailing by 81 runs. As Hancock is in once again to Johnson, it's a shorter delivery. Oh, and he's pulled this away for 6. So never mind that it's the last over before the lunch break. Johnson has swiveled on the back foot and hammered this. Hancock to continue to Johnson in the final over before lunch. As in now, this one's a full delivery, and Johnson defends on the offside to Peter Fowler for no run. So just 2 deliveries remaining for Johnson to see out until the lunch break. Here's Hancock will continue over the wicket in the 10th over. Here's in now, and this one's another full delivery, bang on the money, and this time he defends on the leg side for no run. So we arrive at the final delivery before the lunch break here on day 2. Match 11, 3 for 36, trailing Brenner's 11 by 75 runs. Here's Hancock is in for the final delivery of the session. He's in now, and it's a full delivery, let go outside the off stump. So it's been a good fight back here from Johnson, who survives till the break, but Brenner's 11 still well on top. So Brenner's 11 have advanced their dominant position in this test match as we enter the lunch break here on day 2. Match 11 will resume at 3 for 36 after the break, still trailing Brenner's 11 by 75 runs, and they've still got plenty of work to do in this test match. But they've got Johnson at the crease, 21 not out, and he's fighting hard. We'll see you soon.